Good morning, TikTok. This is why I like TikTok. You come over here, and everybody is being funny and being themselves and enjoying life. And then you go over to Facebook, and you hear everybody griping about political stuff. And then there's other things like YouTube, where you see videos that you can't even, not YouTube, YouTube's safe, Twitter, where they allow videos to come up that when I was watching them, I couldn't watch them. It was worse than watching horror movies back in the day. My dad finally broke my habit of watching horror movies when I had boys. They're like, stop this nonsense. You got to get over it. And he walked in my house and he turned on Sharknado and the zombie one. And I had to watch it with my two boys for a whole week because my dad took over my home. And but these videos that were on Twitter that I saw from my about 3 years ago, and I'm looking at them like, oh my God, this is what these kids are seeing in their head, and I couldn't do it on Twitter. And then yesterday, when I saw that video, I got angry because nobody should be. What I'm saying is, like, we're desensitizing our youth, our people, to think this is normal. This ain't normal. And for those of you who are from the hood and from the streets, where back in the day we had guns put to our head on fields, and then my cousin came up and she took the gun. She said, this is my cousin, back off. You see the violence, you see the shit show, you see what's going on in the news, and then you're like, people, what's in front of you? Stop it. Well, what's in front of me is TikTok. And thank God I could come on here over the years and laugh and giggle and keep my brain right. Because really, if we can't have fun, if we can't be good to the kids, and we can't show the comeback, none of it makes sense, right? So I'm just telling and encourage anybody who feels, because of what they saw and what's going on in this world with everything and everything above us that we have no tangibleness to. But when it starts to come local, like it did many times in my community in Broward, the things that shouldn't be going on because people are hurting and they just need help. That's it. Or they just need to go see a counselor. Or they just need to calm the F down for 4 or 5 days, like I did, and pull weeds out to take your anger out. I don't know, but there needs to be healthy ways for people to cope with stress. And it's available. Believe me, I know, I'm a survivor. People that know me and love me know how much love I have through my anger. But that also could cause you to die, because you could have a heart attack because you're so stressed, right? So people worry. But what I saw yesterday on that video that made its way around the world, just like at 9/11, which made its way around the world, just like with JFK, which made its way around the world, and there wasn't a way to do that back then. There was Telegram. My point is, we on TikTok, Facebook, ever, we're still here. We're still making videos. We're still doing events. We're still being us. And that's who God created us to be. So, with that being said, I'm going to wipe my tears today, even though I feel like I should mourn the rest of my life for what I've seen the past week and what I've endured the past 53 years. And I'm going to keep praying, and I'm going to keep slaying by working as hard as I can. And I'm going to keep encouraging, because it's all we can do for such a time like this, you know? And yesterday I said, use your mouth. Yeah, use your mouth when you need to use your mouth. But sometimes it's just better to keep it shut too. And not use people, politics, things, money to abuse people, no matter what that looks like. And everybody knows what that means. If you're older, if you're younger, you're just trying to cope with it all, to understand what the heck's going on. Well, the parents and the grandparents and the aunties and the uncles and the cousins and the friends know what's going on. We need to trust God We need to follow Jesus's ways because it does work. That's what's getting us through it. And we all have the help of the Holy Spirit. That's what's going on with me. Now, what everybody else is doing, as far as I'm concerned, I'm to love them through it. Okay? I'm not downgrading anyone. And when I meet God, I'm going alone. None of you people are coming with me. Okay, it's going to be one-on-one. So, I want well done, good and faithful servant for all of us, not just me, while we're living here. So then, when God says, okay, now finally all y'all are doing it together, well done, good, now enjoy. Because this is a place, Earth is a place we should all enjoy, because we're here. We ain't in Mars with the Three Musketeers, okay? We're, the way it's going, it looks like we all, because our head's there. Come back down to Earth. Come back down to Earth. My mom used to always say that when I was little. Terra, Earth to Terra. Come back down. Because back then, I was just like, what the heck's going on with all these people? Well, that's what I feel like the kids are doing too. They're like, guys, what's going on? Nothing's going on. We're in a selfish, greedy society where people think about money instead of human beings. It's really that simple. And when people start throwing out money on things, that's when I wonder. To be honest with you, when all this stuff goes down, everybody says, I want to throw money here. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why don't you keep that quiet? And why don't you not tell me about what you're doing with your money? It's none of my business. But it becomes my business when people mess with me with it. You know what I'm saying? Or your potential. And I think that's what the younger generation is trying to say. Stop trying to tell us what to do. Y'all may have done it, and that's in their nice way of saying it, but now they're doing what we did when we were younger, rebelled. Well, they don't need to rebel because we care about them. Okay. Maybe we just need more time to mourn and to cry about what's going on and to be very honest with each other. And then maybe things will get better. But if we don't speak the truth and use the tools God gave us through social media, freedom of speech, I don't feel like we're doing our part. So I have been doing this for a very long time, talking and yapping, blah, 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 blah. Y'all have seen my journey. Really, you have. And right now is a time for us to be soldiers. I kept saying pioneers before the last couple of days. We are. Because back then, when all this went down with Jesus alive, right? Do you remember somewhere in the Word, somebody needs to do this for me, Google it. I can't right now. In the Word it said, you guys think you're amazing for following me now and watching these miracles. But the ones that to come, the ones in, this time where we're all together, those are the real soldiers because Jesus ain't even here. And we believe it because we know it works because we followed what he said to do. And we try and we keep trying. We are not perfect. That was not what it said. Apparently, he's the only one that was on this earth that was sinless the whole time that I'm aware of. If there is somebody else, I want to meet him. Okay? Okay. You guys have a blessed day. And be grateful for your home in a safe place with the people you love. And they're healthy and safe too. And for those that are suffering with sickness, illness, homelessness, pain, we're praying, I'm praying, but we're all going through something now. And especially mourning what's going on in this country because it ain't right. And we all have to step up and make it right. All of us. We're all accountable. Okay. I promise to the best of my ability, I will stop coming on TikTok and being Debbie Downer. Okay. I just have a place to vent, and I got to feel where I led to vent it is TikTok because it has really helped me. If people were to look at and study mental health as it relates to social media and freedom of speech, they'd see why it's very important and why we're protecting it. Okay, have a great day.